And let's try and understand some of the nuances that have been going on with Manchester United. So Manchester United seem to have tweaked a bit of their formation, moving from a 3-back system, and they have now gone to a flat 4 at the back system. How did this work? Much later in the second half, that's where you're going to pick up this week's tactical from. And in the 68th minute, you can clearly state and see that it's underlined that there's a back 4 here. Now, what does back 4 for Manchester United help them do is it helped them become a little bit unpredictable in attack. Why am I saying so? Let's move it back even into the first half when Manchester United were attacking for their first goal. On that side, you have got Diogo Dalot coming through. Now, Mason Mount has pushed inside, helping Diogo Dalot go on that overlapping run, giving him all the room he needs. Now, moving it forward subsequently, other things happen there. So now he gets the opportunity because of Mason Mount's movement to come inside and then count the number of United players attacking here. Normally, you would get the two tents and then the one up front, the striker, pushing forward. But however, when there was a switch in formation, you've got now 1, 2, 3, and 4 Manchester United attackers in the box at the same time. And that was what led eventually to the first goal for Manchester United. One problem about this flat 4 system, since it's something new to the players, is it tends to make them leave a lot of gaps behind. And this is what led to them conceding that goal from Antoine Semenyo. So Antoine Semenyo is this gentleman here being held down by Diogo Dalot all through that part of the game. What happens here is Manchester United is making this particular situation here, which is not troublesome, become troublesome. How did they become troublesome? Diogo Dalot, instead of sticking around the ball, decided to step out and start moving outward. Now, it then becomes 3-on-2. They rush onto the ball and then they get the ball. Now, once they get the ball, the man Diogo Dalot is already out of frame and they've got the defense to run at. This is where it becomes a problem for Manchester United because they are not yet coordinated in that rank of things. Mason Mount is running behind Antoine Semenyo, signaling to Haven that Haven should cover this big space that is created here, because the man Euro has got Evan Nielsen already covered. So he needs to step up. But because of such defensive frailties, he could not step up. And instead, this is where it clearly shows again. He should have moved towards the ball, but could not move towards the ball, allowing Antoine Semenyo all the room, all the space to break his 8-match non-scoring run. Now, it continues into the second half. Again, there's a lot of space created in midfield for Bournemouth to equalize in that goal. Now, look at this particular situation. It is not fearful at all. In no shape or form should this be fearful after a team that has switched to a 4-2-3-1 situation. It should not be, because you should constantly have 2 men in midfield. But, you know, the man Bruno had already stepped up, trying to now back it up. You've still got defensive midfielders in here. But now here lies the catch. Again, Haven, instead of moving with the striker, decided not to. So when ball got threaded in from Tavernier to the man Evan Nielsen, because he was pointing where he wanted the ball, he just smashed it in and made it sure that it became a second goal for them. The game was chaotic, one of the best advert pieces for the teams and actually for the league. Manchester United switched formation. However, there are still a lot of things that need to be done, not just the switch of formation. The players need to adapt to new roles. Bruno Fernandes was pushed up into positions that he really likes to play from, and that is some of the things that are going to change in their style of play. Why did Manchester United try this out at this particular time? Because their stars, 3 of them, would be leaving. In fact, have already left to go play for their countries in the AFCON. The rest of the players left. Manchester United head coach Rúben Amorim has got to figure out a way, switch things around, so that this new switch system, which is seeing him move from a 3-back to a 4-back, make it work. One thing, however, you need to also know is it's not always that it becomes a 4-back. Now, when they are without or with the ball, it switches to a 3-back system where you've got the man Dalot shifting high up and the man Lenny Yoro tapping inside to join the rest of the centre-backs to make it a 3-back. This now leads to a situation where you've also then go on to get a 3-2-5, bumping a lot of attackers in front because the man, Dalot, then gives you more attacking options up front. However, there are some defensive frailties to this that Manchester United needs to look at. Now, it gives them defensive solidity should they master that pivot in front of them, the two pivots in front of them. It's always right that one pivot moves ahead of one, but having that balance in there and having another pivot sort of helps things out. So we'll see what happens going forward. But this gave them a lot of dynamism and also gave them what their fans had been calling for this entire time. Attack, attack, attack. And that was what they were doing on the day. However, they now need to stop other teams from scoring. Now, Bournemouth have, through this means, become the only team to go on to score more than 3 goals, like not once, twice, 3 times in a row. Manchester United. Switch of formation now, important. But things need to be tweaked. Anyways, so that's how Manchester United gave us a very exciting game over the week inside that particular game. And that was a total advertisement for the EPL. It was chaotic, it was tactical, and it also had its own refereeing issues. Certainly, Simon Hooper would not leave the stage without causing enough controversy for himself. For Bournemouth, this is where they can also carry on from. But for Manchester United, this switch in shape would help the team going forward. I hear a lot of people say this is not the first time Manchester United is doing this under this manager. But again, I say, what were the roles that were given to the various players? The roles were different. Hence, it's a whole different ball game for Manchester United. So, 4-back, does it work? Work to some point? Did it give them more attacking dynamism? Yes. Did it make it a bit more unpredictable from them? Yes. But were there frailties? Certainly so. How do they counter that? By mastering the art of helping those pivots in front of the defense make them work.